Don't look like it. This nigga would want to play when I was just gonna get the lead. Get my oil change. Post my stream for me. Baby backpack. Sound like some kitty shit. A baby backpack.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the Indianapolis Colts. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports.
One of my channel.
A short kick taken at the 18. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And this one caught by Travis Kelce.
Yeah, I forgot he's a quick snapper.
Just shy of the 45. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Here's the first carry.
What he doing now?
And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. Really nice job swarming to the ball.
He just ran with the ball.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Gets this one away beyond Bell. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Eluding the pressure right. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. The Colts D sticking to their assignments, and that brings up fourth.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion.
It was on their way.
And Gold is able to put it through, and the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was hoping for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded near the back
So
of the
what,
end zone.
man? All you doing is fucking quick snapping the whole goddamn game.
At their own 25-yard line.
Damn, that should be irritating. Yo. Like, nigga, you ain't gonna read the defense? You ain't gonna make no adjustments or nothing?
First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And they're gonna
I can't believe you just sat there and missed that whole block, bro.
Whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on that.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. The give to Taylor. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
He's tackled at the
Good strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage. And that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. First and 10, Taylor down. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the broken tackle. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Jackson from the shotgun. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete.
Wow.
Scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th
Unfucking
down.
believable.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield.
No.
That one winds up incomplete.
There's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up second down at the 6-yard line.
Throwing on second and long. Rodgers. Open man is Kurt, complete. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be fourth down.
It's fourth down.
Now the Jets send on Braden Mann to punt. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, first and 10.
49-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, second and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Play action. It's Jackson. And he fires one incomplete.
Jackson's pass.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Under 10. Check 53. 13, right here. Mike, 53. Mike.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
57's the mic.
On third down, Jackson. And the Jets defense making things difficult there. Fourth down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on third down.
On for the field goal. A 54-yard attempt.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that will tie us at 3-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers.
Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Throw left side, complete. That's Bell. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Stop.
Oh, I think it's up to you?
I'm busy right now. Stop.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time, they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. DeForest Buckner never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12. Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers. And this one incomplete.
I mean, bro switched the play to the opposite side and then hiked the ball. He didn't make no like, bro.
First down, then they force an incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
On play action, Rodgers. And able to find Kirk complete. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they get the 3rd down conversion. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Coming up on 3 minutes left in the half in a 3-3 ball game. Just a pair of field goals to this point. They'll go back to the ground with Bell. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's the shit that be killing me.
That run, double check my math. Yes, he has hit 8,000 career rushing yards.
And that's fantastic. That means he's now approaching the top 50 all-time.
And they still let him get the first, bro. Like, he getting, wow.
And now he's just got to go ahead and be
he is getting hit by 3 people, and they still let him get the 1st down.
First red zone opportunity now for the Jets. 1st and 10 at the 19. On play action, now Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete.
I've never seen
it.
it.
To really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rodgers. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath. Nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And the Jets are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal. Operating from the gun, Rodgers. This will be
What is, bro, what is that?
not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up third down. Here's Bell. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. The kick by Gold is good. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. So we're trading first half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. Got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
First of all,
For a chain mover, they're all the way
I know
down
for a
inside
fact he ain't got no
the 40
corners
now,
that can
first
stick with my
and 10.
fucking running back. Let alone hawk him down.
Here's Jackson to throw. Buying time to his left.
Yeah, he
And
better
seeing no
switch.
options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
It's now second and 10.
To throw again, Jackson. And his
Oh my God, bro. This
They've
is
been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing
Yes,
play. You
bro.
feel
He's
like
going
it's coming. The
really
first
ass
sack,
right
the
now.
first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
On third down, here's Taylor. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. He gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told, but they're still looking at a fourth down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will knock things up here late in the first half. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Hell fucking no. They let this nigga run quarter deep
Jets
and stop
offense
me.
coming up now to start their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers.
Come on, man. Really? 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 Are you serious right now?
Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football.
Oh my God,
boy.
So you
took news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So we have reached halftime here with not much scoring between these two teams. 6-6 our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All even through one half of football as we get back underway in quarter number 3. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought of a return here for Hines. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. Blitz coming and down he goes. Pass rusher extraordinaire, D Ford that time getting the sack. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And
that is crazy.
Not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see.
That is crazy, bro. I can't believe they sat here and let this man just miss a whole block.
Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football.
And then they let him who is this, Coleman? I guess it's Coleman.
Back to Taylor on 1st down. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 47-yard line.
Taylor. And he's going to get this down close to a first at about the Jets' 42. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They run with Taylor. Oh, he's got some
you got to be...
Give the Colts 13 yards at 1st down.
Please tell me you just seen that, bro.
Doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities.
Watch this.
Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he...
Please tell me you just saw me trip over my own player.
And another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
They'll run with Taylor. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Yeah, you is behind.
Right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On 2nd down now, it's Taylor. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up 1st downs.
A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. Naeem Hines, his first carry. And the Colts are going to have it 1st and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a skeptic.
And he'll get into the end zone and touchdown. season. And the Colts have broken our tie as they take the lead. Now for the point after.
For the extra point.
And it's up and good to extend the lead to 13-6.
The score, Colts 13.
Oh, I got the ball at the halftime.
Justin Rohrwasser set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Rohrwasser handles the kickoff duties. Fields this way up at the 17. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Julian Blackman bringing him down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory.
10-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Flushed out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And incomplete. Makes it 2nd and 10.
Third quarter here in Indy. This is 2nd and 10.
Here's Taylor. And some room to roam now. And now look at him go. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, 77 yards. And the Colts add on to their lead.
Justin Rohrwasser.
They continue to look really sharp, Charles, in this third quarter.
Yeah, they've been jet propelled here because they've ended up finding the end zone twice, including what we just saw there. Almost like they grabbed the hammer and fashioned a thunderbolt on that play.
And making that halftime tie a distant memory right now. Following the touchdown, Rohrwasser handles the kickoff duties. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. And that's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
30-yard line.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun. Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Rodgers into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31, and he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
After the interception, here's Jackson. That is caught at the 7. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
He's checking credit.
They'll run here with Taylor. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Colts use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Wasser now for the point after.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. Back now in Indianapolis. Well, the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score of the final play of the 3rd quarter.
Wasser out to kick off, and he'll send this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he's able to get it up close to the 35, but hang on here. Penalty marker down. This one might be going the other way. Rodgers now on 1st down. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That's just his 2nd catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game. They've done a great job of doing that.
He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. Seems pretty obvious defensively. A key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys have.
And then a fucking face mask call.
Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away.
Like, why, bro?
Successful in this game.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. On play action, it's Rodgers. And brought down.
They keep letting him get that weak ass shit.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Operating from the gun. Rodgers. Now look out. Rodgers lost the football. And the Colts pick it up, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
You've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing is ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Play action. Now Jackson steps away to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
On second down, it's Taylor, and he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
On second down now, it's Taylor. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves and start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. They run once more with Taylor. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll run for it. It's Taylor. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. And he's got it up and through.
Makes the score Colts 34, Jets 6. Justin Rohrwasser set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Rohrwasser handles the kickoff duties. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off near the 26. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point in the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Dancing to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. To throw is Jackson. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
At the 39-yard line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And down he goes.
Bro, what the?
The 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one good for 33 and a first.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and the big yardage all night long.
And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
Pulls it in at the 13. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Tonight's a big offensive explosion help leading them to victory, and The defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Indianapolis, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another home date next week as the Jaguars will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the Cleveland Browns. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
My nigga was throwing horrible that game.